Question 4 says a man buys a house in Al. He pays 25,000 Omani Riyals. The value of his home increases the first year by 12%. What is the home worth at the end of the first year? Okay, so this is a simple percentages problem. Okay, we say we take 25,000 Omani Riyal and we multiply it by the 12%, which is 12 over 100. Okay, so I got out my calculator. 25,000 multiplied by 12, okay, gives me 300,000 divided by 100 gives me 3,000. Okay, the question is, what is the home worth at the end of the first year? So the value initially was 25,000, and now we add the 3,000 interest that it gained, and the total value after the first year is 28,000 Omani Riyal. Okay, right. Now, next question. Question 4, number 2. Just get that off. Okay, is we have to factorize the following. 3k plus 9. Okay. This problem over here. So 3k plus 9 we can write as 3 multiplied by k. So those are the two factors for 3k. 3 multiplied by k are the two factors for 3k plus, okay, factors for 9. Now the easiest factors for 9 that are like 3, like this 3 over here, is 3 multiplied by 3. Okay, so now we can see, so I'll just highlight that 3 multiplied by 3 are those factors for 9. Now we can see that, do we have common factors? Yes, we have a 3 there and we have a 3 there, so we can take that 3 out. Okay, so since we've taken that 3 out, and now we're going to factorize, we open up, we can basically scratch it out because we're opening up brackets now, and all we're left with is a k, the k plus 3. Okay, so this k over here is this k here, and this 3 over here is this 3 there. So this is how we factorize the following. Now let's just, I'll give you an opportunity to do this one on your own. Okay, thank you. So I moved on to factorization here, and I'm at C. So we have 21x squared minus 3x. Okay, so let's first look at the factors. Let's first look at, interestingly enough, the factors of 3x. Okay, so 3x can be written as 3 multiplied by x. So we have a 3 and we have an x. So that should be simple, because now we can look at 21x squared and see if there are any similar factors in 21x squared. We have 7 multiplied by 3. Sorry, let me just fix the 7 multiplied by 3 multiplied by x multiplied by x. Okay, so we already have these two common here, so we can take that out. Okay, we have this 7 multiplied by 3 multiplied by x multiplied by x, which is this yellow one over here, minus the green one, which is this green one over here. So 3 multiplied by x. So we can take 3 multiplied by x out, which is just 3x. Okay, and we are left with 7 multiplied by x. So 7 multiplied by x on this side, okay, minus 1. And that's how we factorize this one over here. Okay. Again, we have problem number D here, which you can kind of try and figure out on your own. And yeah, it should be easy. Okay. So we need to draw a circle with a radius 3 centimeters and an inscribed circle. Okay, so I'm not going to draw this circle perfectly. Okay, I'm just going to give you an idea. The center, from the center to the edge of the circle, that is called the radius. Okay, and that should be 3 centimeters. Okay, so let's call it maybe 3 centimeters like that. And then you can obviously draw your circle. This is obviously freehand, but you need to use the proper tools in the exam. Draw a circle with a radius 3 and an inscribed square. So that means you need to draw a square on the inside. Try and be as accurate as possible. And that is what I want for question number 3. For question number 4, we have simultaneous equations. Easy way to do this is to say we have formula number 1 and formula number 2. We have x minus y is equal to 12. So we can ideally take away y from the side by saying x minus y plus y. And that is equal to 12 plus y, because anything we do to the left hand side we must do to the right hand side. So we've added a y here, so we have to add a y there. Okay. So because we've done that, we have x on the side because on its own, because a minus y and a plus y, they cancel each other out. That is equal to 12 plus y. Okay, so since we know that x is equal to 12 plus y, we can substitute it into formula number 2. So we'll start here. 12, instead of writing the x here, we can just write 12 plus y, because we know that is what x is equal to here, plus y equals 4. Okay, so y plus y is 2y, so we have 12 plus 2y equals 4. Okay, and now we have to minus 12 from the left hand side because we're trying to get all the numbers on one side. So minus 12 plus 12, and then because we do this to the left hand side, we have to do it to the right hand side as well. So that takes away minus 12 plus 12 becomes 0. Okay, so we have 2y is equal to minus 8, because 4 minus 12 is minus 8. And to get y on its own, we divide by 2. And if we divide the left hand side by 2, we have to divide the right hand side by 2. So what we sit with in the end is y is equal to minus 4. Okay, so that was a long-winded way of doing that, but if y is equal to minus 4, we can substitute that into into this equation over here. Okay, and then find x. So x is then equal to 12 minus 4, which is equal to 8. Okay, so in this case we found the value for y. Y is equal to minus 4 and x is equal to positive 8. And this is solving the simultaneous equation here in number 4. Okay, thank you. Just give me a second. Let me try and clear some of this. Okay, number 5 says draw the following inequalities on a number line. So the first step would be to draw the number line. We have 0, we have 1, we have 2, and 3, 4, we have minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Okay. So if we draw the inequality on this line, because it says n is less than and equal to 0, so we have a little circle here. So we know that n is equal to 0, but it must be also less than. So this is the inequality that we're drawing. Okay. Again, for B, I'll draw B on the same number line. So this is for A. This is for, right? So right. So again, we close the left hand side because it's equal to 5 is bigger, or the inequality is bigger than minus 5, bigger than and equal to minus 5, but also less than minus 1. So when we get to minus 1 like this, we leave it open. Okay, so let me just take this out and do it again. Open. Right, so this is the situation. This is how you draw the inequality for 5b. Because it is equal to here, it must be closed. But because it is less than minus 1 here, it must be open. So this is the difference of the two inequalities, and I've drawn it on the same number line. Okay.
Please subscribe to my dad's channel. Thanks.